Hey and welcome to the daily Manchester United news show. Let's begin with our daily news. Eric Tanhaag delighted with Facundo Pellistri's performance versus Real Betis. Manchester United manager Eric Tanhaag heaped praise on Facundo Pellistri following his impressive full debut for the club against Real Betis in the Europa League. The Uruguayan had previously made 6 substitute appearances for the Red Devils. He was eventually rewarded with a start yesterday after Antony was ruled out with an illness. Starting on the right wing, Pellistri produced a lively display with 3 successful take-ons and 6 duels won. He had 53 touches while completing 29 passes and winning 2 fouls. Speaking after the game, Tanhaag was delighted with the youngsters showing over 90 minutes. He was very pleased with his defensive work and said that it was a good performance. He told ManUnited.com, "Defensively, he did his job really well, and all over, I think it was a good performance. I think he deserved to come on. I see him progressing and getting stronger. He was good when he came in against Leeds and Betis in the home game. He's got belief, and then you see his abilities. I am very pleased with his performance. It was a step up for more, but once again, it's about him, what he can bring, and what he can contribute to the team." The youngster has been knocking on the first team door over the past few weeks, and he got his maiden start yesterday on the back of impressive cameo appearances. Pellistri did not make a direct goal contribution in Seville, but he caught the eye with his impressive movement and desire to influence the proceedings in the final third. Tanhaag was happy to give him the full 90 minutes against Betis, and the youngster will be hoping for another start in the FA Cup quarter-final against Fulham on Sunday. Antony did not travel with the team due to an illness, and he faces a race against time to be fit for the weekend. In our view, Pellistri deserves to make the starting 11 again. Jadon Sancho and Antony Elanga can also play on the right wing, but Pellistri should be the front runner to start in the cup tie if Antony does not pass his fitness test. Casemiro puts an impressive midfield display in Man United's win at Real Betis. Manchester United midfielder Casemiro put in an impressive performance during the 1-0 win over Real Betis in the Europa League on Thursday evening. The Red Devils had a commanding 4-1 lead from the first leg of the round of 16 tie at Old Trafford, but manager Eric Tanhaag still opted for a strong lineup. Betis tried their utmost to find the back of the net, but they could not find a way past David De Gea. Meanwhile, there were no surprises that Marcus Rashford bagged the winner. He missed an easy sitter but made amends with a stunning 30-yard strike just moments later. Rashford was the man of the match for his splendid goal, but in our opinion, Casemiro was brilliant in midfield again, winning a number of key duels and tackles. The Brazilian was at the risk of a European suspension with another booking, but he still managed to put in an impressive display while controlling his aggression. Over 90 minutes, the 31-year-old had 106 touches, providing 63 passes. He won 11 duels and 4 tackles. He was dribbled past on a few occasions, but that was acceptable. Casemiro would have normally tried to foul his opponents in their stride, but did not commit a single one yesterday as he was wary of receiving a third yellow card of the campaign. With yesterday's game, Casemiro is no longer at risk of being suspended in Europe. With the yellow card history being wiped, he will now have to wait a while for his next United appearance. The midfielder is suspended for the next 4 domestic games after his sending off against Southampton. Hence, he won't play again until the first leg of the Europa League quarter-final on April 13. Marcus Rashford responds as Bruno Fernandes cheekily questions his finishing. Marcus Rashford scored Manchester United's winning goal away in Spain to record a 1-0 Europa League second leg win. The goal made it 5-1 on aggregate and ended the tie as a contest by killing off Real Betis' hopes of a comeback. It was Rashford's 27th goal of a very impressive season as he continues to take his career best tally to new heights. He was substituted off shortly after the goal, with Erik Tanhaag looking to save him for the upcoming FA Cup quarter-final. Marcus Rashford's goal was a difficult one to score from a tough angle, but the England forward is so good that he managed to score it anyway. Just minutes earlier, however, Rashford had fluffed an easier chance and Bruno Fernandes was not too happy about it. Fernandez missed out on an assist and sent a cheeky message to Rashford on Instagram which read, "Okay, you don't like the easy ones?" Rashford responded to pledge, "Next time it goes in, my brother." Fernandez is still Manchester United's assist leader for the season with 13, while Casemiro has gained one on him with 6 assists of his own. The Portuguese star is known for pushing his teammates, and his drive to win makes him a popular part of the team. His own personal mission to be the best and rack up the assist will only make his teammates better. He has linked up with Rashford several times during his time at United, and there will be more goals from the combination ahead. Argentina official confirms Alejandro Garnacho decision as Spain push for nationality change. Bernardo Romeo, the coordinator of Argentina's youth national teams, has given the strongest indication yet that Alejandro Garnacho has dedicated his career to playing for the Albiceleste rather than switching to Spain. It was reported that Spain are working hard to convince the Manchester United winger to ditch Argentina and join their ranks. The former world and European champions would hand Garnacho immediate caps. Spain want Garnacho to join Pedri and Gavi as the faces of the new Spanish Revolution. Garnacho has dual nationality and qualifies to play for La Furia Roja through his Spanish father. However, according to Romeo, Garnacho confident in him that there is no chance for such a switch to happen and that his future lies with Lionel Scaloni's side. Romeo said, "Garnacho has already told me that he has decided to play for Argentina. Despite having received a call from Spain, he answered him out of respect, but he has decided to play for Argentina. We were in his house, and he has all the photos of Messi." Garnacho received his first senior call-up for Argentina to join up with the rest of the team during the upcoming international break. However, the 18-year-old suffered a heartbreaking injury during the 0-0 draw against Southampton at Old Trafford. A tackle by Kyle Walker-Peters saw Garnacho taken off just 6 minutes after his introduction into proceedings. It was initially thought that his injury was not serious, but now the forward is expected to be out for at least 6 weeks. Paul Scholes wants Eric Tanhaag to sign Lautaro Martinez. Paul Scholes believes that Manchester United should sign Inter Milan's Lautaro Martinez instead of Tottenham Hotspur's Harry Kane or Victor Osimhen of Napoli. In the case of the England captain, Scholes believes that the club cannot risk a protracted transfer saga that could leave Erik Tanhaag empty-handed. The United legend told BT Sport quotes via Eurosport the following: "I don't think Kane will move from Tottenham at this point. I think it's a tricky business dealing with Daniel Levy, who could string you on right to the very last minute of the transfer window and leave you with nothing." That may ring true given Tottenham's current hardline stance that Kane will not be moving on in the summer. The Premier League striker will only have 12 months remaining on his contract come June, but Levy is more than likely convinced that he can persuade Kane to stay within that time frame. As for Victor Osimhen, Scholes believes that the Nigerian frontman would be a poor fit at Man United, suggesting he would far better at another club. "I think there are other players out there like Osimhen. I haven't seen loads of him, but I see him as a more of a Didier Drogba type, possibly more of a Chelsea type centre forward. Is he going to get those kind of crosses at United? That's the thing," Scholes added. referring to the chances Osimhen converted during Napoli's 3-0 win Eintracht Frankfurt on Wednesday. The treble winner made the perhaps surprising pick of Lautaro Martinez when pressed on who he thought United should sign, saying, "I like Lautaro Martinez at Inter Milan. I think he is Tanhaag's type of player. He likes a center forward who will run about, be aggressive, get against people. There are options. I like Manchester United center forwards as they are. I like Marcus Rashford, Antony Martial. We all know the quality they have got. There are options out there, and let's hope we can bring one in." While Martinez is an excellent at leading a press, it does seem to be a fairly strange choice given the profile of player Ten Hag appears to be looking for. The Dutchman drafted in Wout Weghorst on loan in January, which would somewhat suggest that he is looking for someone with more physicality in his game, and while Lautaro is indeed a very talented forward, he is more or less untested as a lone striker, having always played with a strike partner for Inter Milan. When he has played alone up front, he has often been underwhelming, as demonstrated by his poor showing at the World Cup with Argentina. His work with his back to goal is very underwhelming. Moreover, it's worth noting that the current United setup crosses very rarely precisely because there is nobody worth crossing to. Ten Hag's Ajax sides were among the most cross-happy sides in Europe last season, and it's likely the Dutchman will want to add this attacking string to the Red Devils' bow in time. Man United should consider move for Jeremy Frimpong. Manchester United have been linked with a move for Jeremy Frimpong, despite Eric Tanhaag having Diogo Dalot and Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back. However, the 22-year-old's statistics this season show he might be an improvement on that pair. Frimpong joined Bayer Leverkusen from Celtic in 2021 and has made 80 appearances in all competitions, bagging 9 goals and 18 assists. The Netherlands under-21 international has been a regular under Xabi Alonso and is on United's radar due to his fine form in Germany. Sport Bild via Sport Witness say Frimpong is one of the hottest stock for the summer as he's been consistently fantastic at Leverkusen. United want the right back, but it remains to be seen what Ten Hag will do with his exciting alternatives. Dalot has made 32 appearances in all competitions, while Wan-Bissaka has made 21. The former was a regular before the World Cup, but since then, Wan-Bissaka has stacked a claim for himself under Ten Hag, so both right backs are valuable to the manager. That being said, Frimpong is outperforming the pair, so United will have a decision to make this summer. The £30 million rated defender, who has made 22 Bundesliga appearances this season, would be second in the United squad for goals, 7. He'd also be second for assists, 6, fourth for chances created per game, 1.3, first for successful dribbles per game, 2.4, and first for fouls won per game, 2. He is much better than Dalot and Wan-Bissaka in the final third, but doesn't turn over the ball as much. If Ten Hag keeps one defensive-minded right back, should he sign an attack-minded one for balance? Frimpong brings a lot of goals, and it might come down to whether Dalot signs a new long-term deal or not. Man United keen on Jude Bellingham. Manchester United have a fervent need to sign a striker this summer when Wout Weghorst loan ends, but Erik Ten Hag also recognizes the importance of bringing in a midfielder. Scott McTominay and Donny van de Beek are out of favour and need upgrading, so United are aiming big. Jude Bellingham is one of the best young players in Europe, and Borussia Dortmund are open to selling him for the right price, and Jason Burt of The Telegraph claims United are finally registering an interest. The 19-year-old has interest from Manchester City, Liverpool, Real Madrid and Chelsea, but his £110 million asking price may prove a stumbling block. Bird says Ten Hag understands he will have to sell to raise enough money for Bellingham if United also sign a striker as expected. Bellingham joined Dortmund 3 years ago and has made 123 appearances in all competitions, contributing 44 goals. The England international is already one of the best midfielders in the continent, so it's no wonder United want to sign him. but with Bellingham keen on a Liverpool move, coupled with the lofty valuation, United aren't leading the race for his signature. Casemiro is one of the best defensive midfielders in Europe, and Bruno Fernandes is one of the best playmakers, so adding Bellingham to the engine room would make United a frightening proposition next season. Tanhaag would have to break the Red Devils' transfer record to bring Bellingham to Old Trafford, while also finding money to sign a stellar centre forward. New owners may completely change the equation, especially if the debt is wiped off United's books to free up finances and allow the club to spend more. Man United target Victor Osimhen opens the door for summer move. Manchester United target Victor Osimhen has opened the door for a summer move away from Napoli in an exclusive interview with Sports One Patrick Berger. The Nigerian star has been brilliant for the Serie A Giants this season, scoring 23 goals and providing 5 assists from 28 appearances in all competitions. His form has caught the eye of Man United and other top European clubs, and the striker has now welcomed the possibility of pursuing a fresh challenge. Speaking to Berger, he said, I don't know what the future holds at the end of the season. I will sit with my agents and discuss everything. I will also talk to the club. I am grateful to Napoli. We will find good solution together. The 24-year-old is currently enjoying the best scoring phase of his career. His performances have put Napoli in pole position to win the Serie A title with a 19-point lead. Hence, Osimhen will come with a huge price tag this summer. There are already suggestions that the Naples outfit could hold out for as much as £132 million to sell him. United are one of the top European clubs interested in his services, and in our opinion, they should break the British transfer record as he could be the perfect long-term striker. Osimhen only recently turned 24. He is currently in the prime of his career and should only get better. Erik Tanhaag will no doubt love to work with him. Osimhen has a good work rate, possesses pace on the counter-attack, and is a menace for defenders with his aerial presence. The Dutchman has done wonders for United this term with just one informed goal scorer in Marcus Rashford. Signing Osimhen would boost the club's Premier League title credentials. Osimhen has already admitted that he dreams of playing in the English top flight. United would be favourites to sign him over Chelsea if they qualify for the Champions League. I will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.